Stringul are o achiziție extraordinară. Un membru de 3 ani, care este fiul unui celebru profesor din Politehnică, profesorul Chiuță, care a fost în relații foarte bune și a sprijinit în Politehnică Stringul, care a apărut acolo. Și este vorba de Alexandru Chiuță, care este inginer, este doctor în științe, dar este un mare artist și o să ne prezinte, cred că în curând o să spun că este și un mare scriitor. Că să știți că mari scriitori de pe planeta asta au avut diferite meserii așa. Și domnul doctor Alexandru s-a apucat de scris, scrie extraordinar. Face și filme și în intervenția lui de astăzi, puțină întârziere, numai 17 și 15, dar trecem, decalăm totul cu un sfert de oră, o să ne prezinte niște lucruri formidabile. El are un mod nou de gândire. În cartea asta are, în afară de niște povestiri care le-a făcut domnul, are un text absolut deosebit, care vine să genereze o altă formă de scriere în știință. Te rog.
Mulțumesc mult pentru introducere. Prezentarea mea este alcătuită din 2 părți. O parte în care o să spun câteva cuvinte, sper lucrurile esențiale, urmată de prezentarea unor filme realizate cu ajutorul inteligenței artificiale. Despre ce este vorba, în primul rând? Titlul pe care îl vedeți și în agenda evenimentului, Ecoul stringurilor. Cum s-a ajuns la acest titlu? O să vă spun doar în câteva cuvinte. În primul rând, totul a pornit de la prezentarea inițială a proiectului unei cărți, Spațiul String 37, în care trebuia să propunem capitole cu un conținut cât mai relevant legat de teoria stringurilor și nu numai, spațiu și timp. Aș dori să subliniez faptul că totul, până să ajung la filmulețele respective, a pornit cu propunerea unui capitol despre string. Asta să mă gândești, și nu singur am fost în acest demers, am colaborat cu bunul meu prieten și fost coleg de liceu, Mihai Barberian, care este prezent aici în sală. Am avut o discuție mai lungă despre ce am putea scrie. Și am gândit împreună, am făcut brainstorming și am ajuns la concluzia că string poate să însemne un acronim, respectiv spațiu, timp, real, imaginar și noua generație. Și de aici a rezultat un titlu pe care o să regăsiți în cartea Spațiu Timp String 37 despre spațiul timp real și imaginar al noilor generații. Și aici, ca să explic puțin la ce se referea frumoasa introducere de mai devreme, acest capitol este realizat sub formă de dialog. De obicei, o lucrare sau un articol sau un capitol într-o carte cu pretenții care, un nivel științific, este scrisă mai mult sub forma unor paragrafe, cu desene, cu figuri. Am încercat altceva, să iau structura aproximativ la fel cum este în realitatea unei lucrări de cercetare făcută de studenți, de proiect de diplomă sau de dizertație și am folosit structura unui astfel de proiect pentru a crea un dialog între, de fapt, cei 2 autori, dar o să-i regăsiți sub 2 pseudonime, Realisto și Imagio, pornind de la ideea că avem numere reale și imaginare, numerele complexe și, practic, combinăm realul cu imaginarul și chiar personajele, de fapt, care ne reprezintă oarecum destul de mult. Pe mine și pe coautorul meu îl spuneam doctor inginer, șef de lucrări, Mihai Alexandru. Am colaborat împreună și am scris acel capitol în carte. Numai că au apărut și alte idei între timp, cum ar fi să încerc să scriu și o povestire care să nu fie foarte serioasă pentru unii, dar pentru alții o iau destul de mult în serios, să fie o povestire de ficțiune. Și atunci, inițial m-am gândit să mă documentez, să caut idei, pornind de la ideea că trebuie să scriu ceva despre timp. Și în urma unor mesaje pe care le-am regăsit pe WhatsApp, de la colegii din string, cineva a sugerat care ar fi cea mai scurtă povestire de ficțiune, de science fiction. Și aceasta, întâi a fost o propunere care avea câteva paragrafe, dar altcineva a zis, uite, există cea mai scurtă povestire posibilă, soarele cobora ușor către răsărit, adică se mișca invers decât ar fi trebuit. Și asta să mă gândesc ce ar fi să creez o continuare a acestei povestiri, în care să explic mai mult despre ce se întâmplă. Și așa am scris o primă parte, pe care o să o regăsiți în carte, practic 2 paragrafe și o propoziție. Și am observat că a trezit oarecare interes această abordare, motiv pentru care am continuat și am scris mai departe. Recunosc că în acest demers am făcut și teste, cum ar fi să compar ce scrie eu cu ce ar face inteligența artificială, adică să am un reper, să văd cam despre ce ar scrie un soft, comparativ cu ce ar scrie eu. Și am constatat că, desigur, diferențele sunt destul de semnificative. Și atunci am stat că o să mă gândesc cum ar fi o continuare, am scris și partea a doua, a treia, a patra, a cincea și până m-am gândit, da, bine, cineva poate nu are chef să vizualizeze, să-și imagineze aceste lucruri, ar fi bine să vin în ajutorul celor curioși, să încerc să creez niște prezentări video și folosind textele originale scrise de mine, le-am trecut printr-un soft de inteligență artificială care, bineînțeles, a acceptat doar limba engleză ca să genereze ceva relevant și am creat câteva clipuri video pe care o să vi le prezint în continuare. Spun eu că sunt destul de potrivite, relevante în contextul povestirilor scrise de mine, le explică destul de frumos vizual. Dar am continuat și am venit ideea, dacă tot am scris despre timp și tematica cărții este spațiu-timp, să scriu și despre spațiu. Desigur, continuarea povestirii. O să vedeți că prima parte, exprimată și în filmulețele pe care o să vedeți, împreună au 20 de minute, nu durează foarte mult. Sunt subtitrate și în limba română, dar și în alte 11 limbi. De fapt, trebuie să precizez, site-ul Centrului String, la care lucrez de câteva luni de zile să îl îmbunătățesc, este tradus în mod automat în 12 limbi. Este disponibil în 12 limbi, inclusiv latină și esperanto, pe lângă limbile de circulație cunoscute, dar și limbile vorbite în Asia. Și aceste videoclipuri sunt subtitrate în toate aceste limbi, desigur, folosind traducerea automată. Recent am făcut o corectură pentru adaptarea din limba engleză prin traducerea automată în limba română și o să vedeți că destul de bine făcută traducerea, deși încă nu e perfect. După ce am scris pentru carte și al doilea capitol despre, a doua parte a povestirii despre spațiu, au venit și alte idei, dar între timp cartea a plecat către tipar și am mai adăugat restul de 4 povestiri, se potrivească cu acronimul STRING, deci avem timp, avem spațiu, pe urmă despre realitate, toate realitățile posibile, multivers, pe urmă, dacă am terminat toate realitățile posibile, am trecut la multiversul imaginare. O să vedeți când o să fie disponibile și aceste părți scrise despre ce este vorba, altfel o să puteți vedea videoclipurile, cei interesați pot primi un playlist cu toate părțile realizate video, iar ultimele 2 părți despre un fel de nou univers, în afara a tot ceea ce există, numit noul fundament, așa m-am gândit că ar suna bine denumirea respectivă, iar ultima parte despre generații. Și o să vedeți că o să fie foarte interesant când o să fie disponibil și format publicat. Altfel, eu vă invit să urmăriți tocată prima parte și o să încerc și anumite comentarii acolo unde va fi cazul. Deocamdată vă doresc vizionare plăcută să vedeți cum este ilustrată în carte prima povestire despre ecoul stringurilor, timpul destrămat, care pornește de la o adaptare a acelei povestiri scurte, pentru că am luat-o ca atare, am adaptat-o puțin, povestirea începe altfel, soarele nu coboară încet către răsărit, soarele se urcă ușor pe cer de la apus. practic, ca să fie ceva original, să nu copiez ceva scris de altcineva, dar semnificația e oarecum similar. Odată vă urez vizare plăcută, revin la sfârșit cu câteva concluzii. Și am să pornesc filmul. Așteptăm să fie... Da, va trebui și invitatul nostru care conecta pe Zoom să vadă cât de cât ce prezint.
Este prezent alături de noi pe Zoom Florin Munteanu. Unii l-ați cunoscut în luna mai. Este președintele Centrului de Studii Complexe. Este fondatorul String și a plecat și a făcut organizația lui care se ocupă de o direcție, să spun așa. Cred că tot a String-urilor. Eu la mine tot e String. Este foarte interesant ce a făcut Alex. Dar nu știu să mai spun ceva.
Vreau să pornesc filmulețul și vă urez vizionare plăcută. Nu este foarte lung, dar în total sunt
20. Birds sang their morning songs, confused by the unexpected light. People stopped in their tracks, gazed disbelief. The sun, in a cosmic ballet gone wrong, was setting in the east. Whispers turned to murmurs, then to a cacophony of worried voices. News channels struggled to explain the anomaly. Social media exploded with theories ranging from the plausible to the absurd. Fear, like a virus, spread across the globe. Was this the end of the world as we knew it? Deep underground, in laboratories humming with unseen energy, scientists grappled with the impossible. Telescopes pointed at the sun relayed baffling data. Clocks ticked backward, their intricate mechanisms thrown into disarray. Computers, the bedrock of modern science, spit out gibberish, their digital brains unable to compute the anomaly. The world held its breath. Governments issued statements of reassurance, but their words rang hollow in the face of the inexplicable. The scientific community, normally a bastion of logic and reason, found itself adrift in a sea of uncertainty. The impossible, it seemed, had become possible. In the secluded Himalayas, high above the swirling clouds and the turmoil below, sat Mara, a hermit, a mystic. Some whispered he was a time traveler. His eyes, ancient and wise, held the secrets of the universe. He had foreseen this day, this unraveling of time's delicate tapestry. He knew that the sun's rebellion was not an isolated incident. It was a symptom, a crack in the very foundation of reality.
Recording stopped.
It was not a linear progression of time, but a complex, multidimensional labyrinth, and humanity had just stumbled into a blind alley. The world clamored for answers, for a beacon of hope in the encroaching darkness. Mara descended from his mountain abode, his arrival heralded by whispers carried on the wind. He spoke of time, not as a river flowing in one direction, but as a boundless ocean with currents and eddies that could pull one in any direction. The sun's reverse journey, he explained, was but a ripple, a tremor in the fabric of time. The consequences, however, would be far-reaching. Reality, as we perceived it, would begin to unravel, its threads twisting and turning in ways we could not yet comprehend. Imagine a tapestry, woven with infinite care, depicting the grand story of our universe. The sun's rebellion was a tear in that tapestry, a disruption in the intricate pattern. But it was more than just a tear. It was as if someone had begun to pull at a loose thread, unraveling the very essence of existence. Days lost their rhythm, becoming indistinguishable from nights. Seasons blurred, their boundaries dissolving in the face of the temporal chaos. The natural order, the predictable dance of celestial bodies had been thrown into disarray. Mara's warnings echoed in the corridors of power, in the hushed confines of scientific laboratories, and in the hearts of ordinary people. The sun's rebellion was not the end, he cautioned, but the beginning. It was a harbinger of greater chaos, a prelude to an era where the very laws of nature would be rewritten. The future, once a predictable path stretching out before us, had become a swirling vortex of possibilities, both terrifying and exhilarating. As humanity braced itself for the unknown, one thing was clear: the universe would never be the same.
The sun rose in the west. Birds fell from the sky, their migrations scrambled. Tides ebbed and flowed in chaotic dances, ignoring the moon's pull. The world was coming undone, thread by thread. Time, once a reliable river, now raged like a storm, its currents unpredictable and dangerous. The air crackled with an unnatural energy. Storms of unprecedented fury raged across the globe. The very seasons rebelled, summer days overtaken by blizzards, spring flowers choked by frost. Humanity, once so proud, now cowered, whispering of ancient prophecies and forgotten gods. From the chaos, a figure emerged. Mara, they called her. Her eyes, ancient and wise, held the secrets of the universe. She spoke of time, not as a line, but as a tapestry, woven from the threads of every moment, every choice, every possibility. You have torn the fabric of time, she proclaimed, her voice echoing with the weight of galaxies. Your reckless experiments have unleashed chaos upon the cosmos. Her words were not of accusation, but of sorrowful truth. She spoke of temporal mechanics, of the delicate balance that held the universe in harmony. Time travel, she explained, was not simply moving along a straight path. It was akin to plucking a thread from the tapestry and trying to reweave it without unraveling the whole design.
Despair gripped the scientists. Their instruments, once marvels of human ingenuity, now sputtered uselessly, unable to grasp the chaotic symphony of disrupted time.
Their equations, once elegant and precise, now crumbled into meaningless scribbles.
They had sought to control time, to bend it to their will. The time they were discovering was not a force to be tamed, but a dance to be understood.
And they had just stepped on the toes of the cosmos.
Frantic efforts to reverse the damage only worsened the situation. Each attempt to repair the temporal rifts seemed to create new anomalies, pushing them further into the abyss.
Section 4. The Time Node. A beacon in chaos. Hope flickered amidst the despair. Mara spoke of a time node, a point of singularity where the threads of time converged. A beacon in the storm, a still point in the turning world. Find the time node, she urged, her voice a whisper of starlight. Mend the fabric of time before the chaos consumes all. The time node, she explained, held the potential to realign the temporal flow, to restore order to the universe. But finding the time node was like searching for a single grain of sand in a boundless desert. It existed outside the normal flow of time, a ghost in the machinery of existence. Section 5. The search begins. The task seemed impossible, yet they had no other choice. The fate of humanity, of the universe itself, rested on their shoulders. They had to find the time node.
With Mara as our guide, we embarked on a perilous journey through the fractured timelines.
Each step forward was a gamble, each breath a victory against the unraveling of reality.
Search for the time node had begun.
The fate of time itself hung in the balance.
We had to trust that our efforts would lead us to that still point in the chaos.
The search for the time node had begun. The fate of time itself hung in the balance.
Partea a treia.
Mara stared at the shimmering anomaly. It pulsed, an ethereal tear in the laboratory's sterile white walls. Her team, faces etched with concern, huddled around her. They felt it too. A disruption in the very fabric of reality. Something was wrong, terribly wrong. "What is that?" whispered Caden, his voice barely audible. Mara, a renowned physicist, known for her calm demeanor, felt a chill crawl down her spine. She had never encountered anything like this. The anomaly crackled, spitting out fragments of light and distorted images. A wave of nausea washed over Mara. The air tasted metallic. "It's a temporal rupture," she said, her voice tight with apprehension. The words hung heavy in the air, each syllable a hammer blow to their understanding of the universe. Time, the immutable constant, was broken. And they were at the epicenter. The rupture grew, a gaping maw threatening to consume them all. Fear, primal and raw, pulsed a thrill, the intoxicating allure of the unknown. This was uncharted territory, the precipice of a scientific revolution. And she, Mara, was about to take the first step. Mara's team, the best minds in the universe, scrambled to understand the anomaly. Days blurred into weeks. Sleep became a luxury they couldn't afford. The rupture, a constant reminder of their ticking clock, pulsed, growing steadily larger. The world outside their lab began to experience strange temporal fluctuations. Days turned to nights in a blink. Years flashed by in seconds. The very fabric of reality was unraveling. Deep in her analysis, Mara stumbled upon a revolutionary theory. Time, she realized, wasn't linear. It wasn't a river flowing in one direction. It was a symphony of vibrations, an intricate dance of strings at the quantum level. These strings, infinitely small, vibrated at different frequencies, creating the tapestry of time. The rupture, Mara theorized, was a dissonance in this symphony. A single note gone rogue, creating a ripple effect that threatened to unravel the entire composition. The implications were staggering. If the vibrations of these strings were disrupted, time itself could collapse. The universe, as they knew it, would cease to exist. "We are dealing with forces beyond our comprehension," Mara announced to her team, her voice laced with a mixture of fear and exhilaration. The very essence of time is at stake. Her words hung heavy in the air, a stark reminder of the monumental task before them. They had to find a way to repair the rupture, to retune the cosmic symphony before it fell into utter chaos.
Mara, a chronophysicist extraordinaire, possessed a unique gift. She could hear the symphony of time. It resonated deep within her, a constant hum of existence. To her, time was not linear. It was a fluid, ever-changing melody. Mara understood the interconnectedness of past, present, and future. She knew the delicate balance of this temporal orchestra. Her lab was an orchestra pit, filled with instruments humming with temporal energy. Now, an eerie silence had descended. The air crackled with anticipation. The symphony of time was faltering, its melody dissonant and broken. Time, as Mara knew, was not a rigid construct. It was a resonance, a vibration of dimensions existing simultaneously. Each vibration, a unique note in the grand symphony, represented a different dimension, a different reality. These dimensions were not separate entities, but threads woven together. They interacted, influencing and shaping each other. The past, present, and future coexisted, their harmonies creating the fabric of reality. Section 5, the impending collapse. But now the vibrations were erratic, the resonance unstable. A temporal collapse threatened to unravel the very fabric of existence. If the vibrations were not recalibrated, the consequences would be catastrophic. Dimensions would collide, time would fracture. The universe, as they knew it, would cease to be. Section 6, Mara's crucial role. Mara was the only one who could prevent this catastrophe. She understood the language of time, the music of the cosmos. Her life's work had led to this moment. The weight of countless dimensions rested on her shoulders. Section 7, the weight of the universe. The silence in the lab was deafening. Every tick of the clock seemed to echo in the vast emptiness. The weight of the universe, the fate of all existence, pressed down on Mara. She drew a deep breath, her hand hovering over the activation switch. Section 8, a glimmer of hope. Mara had developed a device, a temporal anchor, capable of recalibrating the temporal frequencies. It was a beacon of hope in the impending darkness, a lifeline to a symphony on the brink of silence. Section 9, a moment of decision. With one final glance at the readings, Mara made her decision. There was no room for doubt, no space for fear. The universe held its breath as she prepared to step onto the platform, to become one with the temporal anchor, to conduct the symphony of time back to harmony. Section 10. The universe holds its breath. The fate of the universe hung in the balance. The symphony of time, faltering and broken, awaited its conductor. Mara, the chronophysicist who heard the music of existence, was ready to orchestrate its salvation.
Mara was different. She didn't perceive time like everyone else. For her, time wasn't linear. It was a symphony, a whirlwind of moments, echoing and resonating with each other. Past, present, and future intertwined, a chaotic yet harmonious orchestra. She could sense the delicate balance, the intricate melody of existence. From a young age, Mara felt the weight of time's passage differently. Memories weren't just recollections, they were tangible echoes, their emotional resonance reverberating through them. She saw the threads of cause and effect, the ripples of action shaping moments yet to come, her understanding set her apart. While others feared the unknown, Mara embraced it. She understood that time was not an enemy to be conquered, but a force to be understood, a dance to be mastered. This unique perspective drew the attention of the Kronos Institute, a clandestine organization dedicated to studying the mysteries of time. The Kronos Institute was a sanctuary of knowledge, a testament to humanity's relentless pursuit of understanding. Deep within its heart lay their crowning achievement, the temporal node. This marvel of engineering was a beacon, a gateway to other dimensions and timelines. The node hummed with immense energy, a swirling vortex of temporal energy. It was a fragile equilibrium, a delicate dance between forces beyond human comprehension. The slightest misstep could have catastrophic consequences, unraveling the very fabric of space-time. Mara, with her innate understanding of time's flow, was recruited to the Institute. She was tasked with the most critical role, the node's guardian. Her job was to maintain its stability, to ensure the smooth flow of temporal energy. Her tools were not made of metal and wires, but of understanding and intuition. She was the conductor and the node, her orchestra. Her every thought, every emotion resonated with the node, influencing its delicate balance. Years passed in relative peace. Mara, through her unique connection to time, kept the node stable. But this period of tranquility was not to last. The node, once a beacon of stability, began to show signs of distress. The temporal energies within the node were becoming erratic, fluctuating like a wild beast trying to break free. The harmonious symphony Mara had so carefully maintained was on the verge of descending into chaos. Alarms blared through the Institute, their shrill cries a stark warning of the impending disaster. The very fabric of space-time was unraveling, threatening to plunge the universe into a maelstrom of temporal anomalies. The scientists at the Institute were baffled. Their instruments designed to measure and control the node were going haywire. The situation was spiraling out of control, and they were helpless to stop it. Fear gripped the hearts of the Institute's personnel, but Mara remained calm. She understood the gravity of the situation, the potential consequences of failure. But fear had no place in the face of such a challenge. Closing her eyes, she reached out with her mind, her consciousness merging with the turbulent energies of the node. It was a cacophony of noise, a chaotic symphony threatening to tear itself apart. She dove deeper, her mind navigating the swirling vortex of temporal energy. She had to understand the source of the instability, the discordant note that threatened to unravel the very fabric of time. Time seemed to slow down, the frantic energy around her fading as she focused. Slowly she began to discern a pattern within the chaos, a rhythm to the madness. The node wasn't malfunctioning, it was evolving. Section 5, the weight of the universe. The realization hit Mara like a physical blow. The node wasn't breaking down. It was trying to transcend its limitations, to evolve into something more powerful, more unpredictable. And it was her responsibility to guide it. The weight of the universe, the fate of countless timelines, rested on her shoulders. The pressure was immense, threatening to crush her. But she couldn't afford to falter. She had a choice to make, a decision that would shape the destiny of the universe. She could try to suppress the node's evolution, to force it back into its artificial cage. But that felt wrong, like trying to contain a force of nature. The other option was far more daunting. She could let go, relinquish control, and trust in the node's natural evolution. It was a leap of faith, a gamble with the fate of existence itself. Section 6, the moment of truth. The air crackled with tension as Mara stood before the node, her heart pounding in her chest. The decision weighed heavily upon her, the potential consequences of failure echoing in her mind. She could feel the fear emanating from the scientists around her, their anxieties a palpable weight in the air. They looked to her for salvation, for reassurance that she could fix this, that she could restore order. But Mara knew there was no going back. The node had already begun its transformation, and any attempt to halt it would only result in catastrophe. The universe was demanding change, and she was the conduit. Taking a deep breath, Mara made her choice. She wouldn't fight the node's evolution. She would embrace it. She would trust in the natural order of things, even if it meant relinquishing control. Section 7, a choice between control and chaos. With a steady hand, Mara deactivated the control systems, severing the artificial restraints that held the node in check. The effect was immediate and terrifying. The node convulsed, its energy output surging uncontrollably. The air crackled with raw power, the very structure of the facility groaning under the strain. The scientists screamed, their fear palpable as the world seemed to unravel around them. But amidst the chaos, Mara felt a strange sense of peace. She had surrendered to the inevitable, acknowledging the futility of control. The universe was a force of nature, and she was simply a part of its grand design. The node pulsed with newfound power, its temporal energies swirling with unrestrained fury. The very fabric of reality seemed to warp and twist around it, the boundaries between dimensions blurring. Section 8, echoes of the past, whispers of the future. Mara closed her eyes, embracing the chaos. She saw visions of the past, echoes of moments long gone, and glimpses of futures yet to come. Time was no longer a linear progression, but a boundless ocean, its waves crashing around. She saw civilizations rise and fall, witnessed the birth and death of stars, felt the joy and sorrow of countless lives. It was overwhelming, a sensory overload of cosmic proportions. But through it all, Mara felt a strange sense of connection, a feeling of belonging to something far greater than herself. The universe wasn't a cold, indifferent void. It was a symphony of existence, a grand tapestry woven together by the threads of time. And she, Mara, was but a single note in this grand symphony, a tiny thread in the vast tapestry of existence. Yet her role was no less important, for every note, every thread contributed to the beauty and complexity of the whole. Section 9, the symphony restored. As the node's energy reached its peak, a wave of calming energy washed over Mara. The chaotic symphony of the node began to settle, the discordant notes resolving into a harmonious melody. The air shimmered, the boundaries between dimensions solidified once more. The universe was finding its new equilibrium, a balance born from chaos. The temporal storm had passed, leaving behind a sense of profound peace. Opening her eyes, Mara saw the node pulsating with newfound stability, its energy radiating outwards like a beacon of hope. The crisis was averted, the universe was safe. The scientists in the control room stared in awe and relief. Their instruments, once erratic, now hummed with the steady rhythm of a universe restored to balance. They had witnessed a power beyond their comprehension, a force of nature they could only marvel at. Section 10, a universe transformed. The node's transformation had profound implications for the universe. Time, once perceived as linear, was now understood to be a fluid, ever-changing river. The past, present and future were no longer distinct points, but interconnected currents, constantly influencing and shaping one another. The Kronos Institute, once a bastion of control, now embraced a philosophy of understanding and adaptation. They realized that time was not theirs to command, but a force to be respected, a symphony to be appreciated. And Mara, the once isolated girl who perceived time differently, became a symbol of hope. She taught the universe that true power lay not in control, but in understanding, not in resisting change, but in adapting to it. the universe, forever changed, continued its eternal dance. The symphony of time played on, its melody echoing through the vast expanse of existence, a testament to the interconnectedness of all things. In the grand scheme of the cosmos, Mara's act of faith had ensured that the music would never die.
Mulțumesc pentru răbdare. Câteva cuvinte de încheiere. În primul rând, acest film are un personaj principal, Mara.
Recording in progress.
Asta era treaba lui Proco, dar cu entuziasm. Nu știu ce e făcut.
Încerc să vorbesc mai tare. O concluzie foarte scurtă. Ați remarcat numele personajului principal, Mara. Numele nu este ales întâmplător. Aceste povestiri și filmele sunt dedicate memoriei mamei mele, Santa Marina, și am zis să fac un nume derivat, dar să aibă legătură și cu zeul soarelui, Ra. Și atunci de aici provine acest nume. Cei care veți citi și alte povestiri, o să găsiți și un alt nume, Costelor, care deriva din Costel, numele bunicului meu, și îi dedic aceste povestiri. Altfel, vreau să subliniez faptul că aceste povestiri sunt originale, dar că m-am documentat în prealabil pe internet ce au scris alții despre tematica, în special despre multivers. Și filmele au fost generate de inteligență artificială, pornind de la textul integral al povestirii originale pe cățele, 5 părți, care au fost traduse automat în limba engleză și au fost introduse în softul de inteligență artificială, care a propus ce ați văzut, dialoguri, imagini, eu doar le-am mai ajustat acolo unde a fost cazul. Altfel, cei care sunteți curioși să le revedeți sau să citiți și povestirile, va fi lansat în curând acest volum, Spațiul Timp, Timp 37, acolo le veți regăsi inclusiv cu coduri QR. Și ca o concluzie, să spun eu, legată de această carte, în care veți găsi multe alte lucruri interesante despre care se va vorbi în continuare, cred că este dintre puținele cărți care face această trecere de la text la clipuri video prin intermediul codurilor QR. Practic, puteți să vizualizați ceea ce este povestit și aveți și ocazia, desigur, cum spuneam mai devreme, înainte de prezentarea acestor filmulețe, am lucrat în plus continuarea povestirii ca să fie în total 6 părți. Cei care veți accesa acele link-uri, codul QR din carte, desigur veți putea descoperi și celelalte videoclipuri și continuarea povestirii până la o concluzie care totuși rămâne deschisă din partea 6. Eu vă mulțumesc deocamdată mult pentru atenție. Dacă veți dori să discutăm despre anumite lucruri și aveți întrebări, vă propun când va fi la final partea de socializare să discutăm acest lucru. Altfel, o să vedeți, am mai pregătit și o să lăsăm tot pe la sfârșit câteva, să spunem, melodii generate cu inteligență artificială legate tot de tematica acestui film și a cărții cu acele povestiri despre ecoul stringurilor. Vă mulțumesc mult pentru atenție și dau cuvântul mai departe pentru